Assalamualaikum, welcome to Pharma Inform. Today we will discuss tablet manufacturing defect, and if you have not subscribed my channel, first of all press the subscribe button and let's start our video. Tablet manufacturing consists of three main steps. First one is the granulation, second one is the compression, and third one is the coating. And we will discuss all the defects which we may observe during the granulation, compression and tablet coating. We will also discuss their reasons and remedies. So let's start from the granulation. During granulation, the first defect which we may observe is the overwetting, and second one is the underwetting, third one is the overdrying, then underdrying, more fine and assay problem. So what is the overwetting? Overwetting is the condition which is observed during the stage of the kneading. If you do not know about the kneading, the link of video is provided in the description. So in the overwetting stage, when we add the solvent to our powders, our powder mass become more wet, and if these overwet granules are dried, these results in the production of hard granules which affect our disintegration and dissolution. So why overwetting occur? Overwetting occur due to the addition of the more solvent or due to the more kneading time after addition of the solvent. The solution is that use the optimum concentration of the solvent and use the optimum kneading time for the granulation. Next one is the underwetting. In underwetting, our powders are not fully converted into the granules, and in this condition, after drying, more fine is produced. So why underwetting occur? Underwetting occur if we do not add proper amount of solvent, mean less solvent is added, so add the suitable quantity of the solvent, and if kneading time is less, try to increase the kneading time. Next one is the overdrying. As the name indicates, overdrying mean our granules are overdried. Why overdrying occur? Overdrying occur if inlet air temperature or excessive heat is applied and LOD is reduced below the limit. So always use the optimum inlet air temperature for the drying of granules. Next one is the underdrying. Underdrying is the condition where our granules are not fully dried. They still have the higher level of the moisture content, which may result later on in the sticking or picking. Why underdrying occur? Underdrying occur due to the less inlet air heat temperature applied to the granules, or due to the reason that we do not perform the racking process during the drying. What is the racking? The link of video is given in description. Must watch what is the racking. All the defects of one stage are directly related to the other stage. Mean if we have more fine, our flow problem will be observed. If we have under drying granules, it will result in sticking and picking. So all the stages of the tablet manufacturing must be observed critically to ensure the defect free production of the tablets. Next defect is the more fine. Why more fine defect is observed? More fine defect is observed if our granules are underwet, mean we do not use proper amount of the solvent or our binder quantity is less, so these granules are broken down during the drying process when we use the FBD. The next reason is that if our rotor and sieve distance in oscillating granulator is less, the more fine is produced. So always adjust the rotor distance according to the requirement. Next question is the assay problem. Mean after the final blending, our assay of the drug is not within the limits. This is due to the non-uniform mixing, mean our mixing is not uniform. So ensure the uniform mixing during the final blending. Next one is the compression, which are the most important defects which we observe during the tablet compression. These are the sticking, picking, capping, lamination, weight variation, flow problem, rat holing, and last one is the double impression. If you want to learn all these defects in details, the link of video dealing with the detailed description of these defects will be provided in the description box, so you can watch those videos also. So now let's start the tablet compression defect. First one is the sticking. What is the sticking? Sticking is the most commonly observed defect of the tablet compression. In the tablet sticking, our tablet surface is not smooth during the ejection from the die. That is why we use a lubricant most commonly known as magnesium stearate, which is also known as die wall lubricant, to prevent the sticking. Why sticking occur? First we will discuss picking, because the reasons of sticking and picking are same. The picking is the defect where portion of our tablet surface is taken up by the punch tip, either by the logo or by the embossing. So do not confuse about the picking and sticking, because picking is related to the punch, embossing or lettering, and sticking is during the die wall ejection. Sticking and picking causes and remedies are the same. Basically, sticking and picking are observed if our granules are not properly dried. Mean if our moisture content is very high, it will result in the sticking and picking. If our formulation contain more fine, it will also result in the sticking. So always try to dry your granules according to the requirement and reduce the moisture content to prevent sticking and picking, and also try to reduce the fine if you are observing the issue of sticking due to the more fine. Next one is the capping. Capping is the removal of crown edges of the tablet, and lamination is the defect where tablets separate into 2 or 3 layers. Now capping and lamination defects and remedies are also same. These are due to the over dried granules. Mean if our moisture content in granules is very low, it will result in tablet capping and lamination. It will also occur due to the air entrapment, so use the pre-compression rollers. Capping and lamination is also observed due to the improper adjustment of the compression machine tooling. So always adjust the compression machine tooling according to the appropriate conditions. Next one is the weight variation. Weight variation defect during tablet compression is one of the most common defect, which is related to the flow of granules. If more fine in granules is present, our weight variation defect will be observed. It is also observed if the tip of the hopper base is not adjusted at the suitable height. Next one is that if powder feed rate is not according to the compression machine speed, it will also result in the weight variation. So adjust the hopper base, adjust the feed rate according to the compression machine, and ensure that fine to granules ratio is okay in our formulation. Next one is the flow problem or rat holing. Basically, rat holing is also a defect which result in the flow problem. Rat holing occur due to the higher moisture content. If moisture content in the granules is very high, it will result in the formation of a hole during the flow from the hopper, and it resemble with the hole of the rat. That is why it is known as rat holing. Mean in rat holing, due to moisture content, our powder adhere to the surfaces of the hopper and powder only flow from the middle, create a hole. This is known as rat holing, and it result in flow problem which ultimately affect the weight variation. Next one is the double impression. Double impression result in the case of the tooling where we have a bisect line on the lower punches, and when tablet is compressed, a dual line is observed on the tablet surface. This is due to the free rotation of the lower punches. So always use the keyed punches or fix your lower punches. Next one is the defects related to the tablet coating. These are the sticking, picking, twinning, color variation, weight gain problems, pitting, logo filling, and the film cracking. What is the sticking? Sticking is the tablet coating defect where portion of the film is taken up by the other tablet when they come contact with each other. And what is the picking? Picking is the defect where portion of the film is taken up by the coating pan. The reasons of sticking and picking are same. These are due to the low inlet air temperature or low tablet bed temperature, or due to the high spray rate. So always adjust the parameters according to requirement. Mean if your sticking and picking is observed, try to reduce the spray rate or increase the temperature, or also adjust the distance between the spray guns and the tablet bed. Next one is the twinning. Twinning is the most commonly observed tablet coating defect which is directly related to the tablet shape, and it is commonly observed during the capsule shaped tablet. So try to change the shape of your tablet. It also results due to the low pan speed. So always try to increase the pan speed. It also results due to the less distance between the spray guns and tablet bed, or less inlet air temperature, or less tablet bed temperature. So adjust these parameters accordingly. Next one is the color variation and weight gain issues. Basically, color variation is the defect where our color of tablets is not uniform. It occurs due to the low pan speed. So try to increase the pan speed. In case of the color tablet, is also due to the more evaporation of the solvent. Mean our powder loss is high, so instead of depositing over the tablet surface, our powder is lost through the exhaust and color is not uniform. So do not overheat the tablet, increase the pan speed, reduce the inlet air temperature and increase the peristaltic pump speed to overcome the color variation defect. Next one is the weight gain problem. Weight gain problem is the issue where our required weight gain is not achieved. This is due to the higher opening of our exhaust butterfly valve, mean more loss of the excipient occur and weight gain over the tablet is not achieved. This is due to the fast evaporation, mean due to the high inlet air temperature, due to the higher distance between the spray guns and the tablet bed distance. So always adjust these parameters to overcome this defect or increase the peristaltic pump spray rate. Next one is the pitting. Pitting is the defect where we have small needle like pits over the tablet surface. These are directly related to the tablet properties, mean if our tablet hardness is not okay, pitting will be observed, and if we have higher atomization air pressure, then pitting is also observed. So adjust these parameters accordingly. Next one is the logo filling. Logo filling defect is the defect where our logo is filled with the excipient or with the powder, and this is due to the reason that our tablet formulation contain more solid content. So adjust the formulation accordingly. Next one is the film cracking. Film cracking is the defect where film of our tablet is cracked. The reason of film cracking is that our tablet gain moisture, and when we immediately apply the heat due to the expansion, the film is cracked. So always try to run the coating process at the optimum bed temperature and do not decrease the tablet bed temperature or do not allow our solvent to penetrate inside the tablet. If you want to learn more details of each defect with more possible reasons and remedies, the link of video of all the possible tablet coating defects, compression defects and granulation defects is given in the description. Must watch those videos. If you like the video, share it to others and subscribe my channel. Till the next video, Allah Hafiz.